Happy Saturday, May 10th. Chandel and I are just heading into Vancouver to pick up a new shop truck. I've been keeping my eye out for years for the right one of these to come along. Even before having the shop, I always wanted to buy one of these. They usually come in two-wheel drive. They're super hard to find in four-wheel drive. And they're usually priced between $12,000 and $18,000. Yesterday morning I woke up and on Marketplace there was one listed. Their listing was a little goofy because they did 4/4. So I instantly was thinking that it was 4+4, but actually those trucks would be considered 3+3. So what we're talking about is a 1996 Chevy 3500 dually crew cab. So usually these trucks, as I said a minute ago, are two-wheel drive. I would say 9 out of 10 of them, if not more, are two-wheel drive. This one looks really low because they don't come very high, the Chevy trucks back then. And then the listing didn't alert me to think it was four-wheel drive, and looking through the pictures I seen the shifter on the floor. It's a 454, 96, it should be a 4L80E, yeah, four-wheel drive. So it turns out the son has listed it for his father, who is actually listing it for his father, who is now too old to drive it. It only has 260,000 kilometers on it. The interior looks immaculate. The truck itself looks really good, other than some checking on the rear box dualies, which is normal of fiberglass. So I messaged them. It took a while for his son to get back to me, and he initially just said, "Dad is showing the truck at 6 p.m. tonight." So I responded wondering, is he showing it to multiple people, or are you inviting me for 6? It was kind of vague. So he responded that after a while, he responded saying they're getting so many messages, it's kind of unbearable. And what I forgot to mention is it's listed for $7,900. I don't think I mentioned that. So it's definitely listed under the price point. So I was skeptical of it being maybe a scam, but it's not like that nice of a vehicle to try and lure people in on a scam. And if they were trying to scam, they'd probably list it for like $4,500 and try and get a deposit. So it's priced low, but not like extremely low. So anyway, I thought with everything that goes on with Marketplace, for selling and buying, it is a nightmare these days with so many scams and things. So what I do if I really want something is I usually just kind of tell them who I am, that I own a business. I link the business. They can see I have an old Facebook account that's not new and everything's legit, obviously. And send my phone number. And said I just really want to buy this for my company as a tow vehicle, which is what I want it for. So I'm not always using the 450 if we don't need to. And it could dub as another vehicle that could technically hold the camper or haul the camper. For instances like say it needs to go in for service or warranty or anything. So it's versatile extremely for myself and the business. I didn't hear anything for a while, and finally the guy that listed it, his father phoned me. We talked for a little bit, and I said, hey, I can't make it out tonight because last night we had the hockey game and I wanted to make sure I was there for the Chiefs winning conference championship, which they did. I said I'm willing to buy it as asking price, as you have it listed too low. And he said, yeah, my son is getting inundated with messages. Like basically 40 people are going to show up here tonight to look at it, and I don't want that. That's way too many people coming to my house. And I said, hey man, let's help each other out. I'm gonna come buy it for $7,900. No BS, no nothing. Bring the plate, give you the money, and drive away. As long as it's what you said it is, and it'll drive back to Chilliwack, which I believe it will be. And he said his old dad was just getting too old to use this truck anymore. So that's why they're selling it. They live in Vancouver, so it's a pretty big vehicle to have out in Vancouver. So it all kind of makes sense. And then he did say, he said, well, if you wanted to leave a small deposit and just come get it tomorrow, that'd be fine. And I said, I'd love to, except I don't leave deposits as there's way too many scams. As I sent the link to my business to your son, you can tell that that's me. If I screw you around, you can call my business, you can blast me on social media, but I will not send a deposit as there's too many scams. And he said, you know what? How about just come out for noon tomorrow and buy the truck? So here we are. It's 11 o'clock. We're on the highway. We're heading to Vancouver. They did mark it as pending. I'm sure they're still getting a ton of messages and BS calls. The only kind of concern was that would somebody phone and offer them more, or message and offer more. But they haven't responded anything but positivity towards it. and let them know I'm on our way this morning. So yeah, we're on our way. So Leah will post up a couple pictures of the ad here, and hopefully you'll see us pull up and buy this truck. So we'll set up a time lapse here from basically Abbotsford to Vancouver, and we will see you there.
Extra, extra, read all about it. 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 Hot off the press, brand new news, front page, who is this? All black on, real low key, take a guess. I stand out from the rest, no contest. I've been the man, I am him. Only fear God with the fear God I'm in. Been blessed, prayed up, amen. Now I'm getting to this money like a paper route kid. Extra, extra, read all about it. 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 I've been the man, you verse me.
All right, we're in Vancouver, turning right on Main, and then we take a left and we should be there. So hopefully everything goes as planned. Well, it looks like the street the for sale pictures were on, so not being led into a trap to get robbed, I hope.
I think you're fine.
Huh?
I think it's fine.
There it is on the right.
These trees look pretty old, eh? They're huge.
Can't tell if I can park in front of it or not, so. Oh, there's the fifth wheel hitch sticking up in the back. Tinted windows even. We are here, so yeah. Look, it's looking pretty good, so hopefully everything's good to go here. Everything is going smooth. It's really awesome, really nice guy. Here it is. He's just going to grab a screwdriver to get the plates off it. They've done brakes on it. It's got all new brakes on it. It's got Alcoa wheels, which is kind of neat. And as they said, the quarters are bumped up a bit. Dad's 80 years old. That's now got dementia, no longer driving it. So that's why they're selling it. So we will obviously fiberglass those up. And eventually the truck will go black anyway. Yeah, it's got the big hitch on the back. And of course, fifth wheel. They bought it from the original owner that I guess was a body man at Duick, is the story. So it's one owner before them. They bought it only about 5 years ago though. So yeah. So other than the, the wide hips trying to drive around here in Vancouver at 80 years old, other than that, it's great. Solid, like the rockers, everything about it is in great shape. You can tell it only has 260K. The way that the doors all work, the interior wear, like even the brake pedal pad has about as much wear as my my 450 has, to be honest. So yeah, not sure what. I guess that's a Chevy thing. It's would have said 4x4. It's half wore off, but you wouldn't think that this thing's four-wheel drive looking at it as it sits, but it is. And all power options. He said even the air conditioning works. And as you see how well that door worked. He did mention the front end has a bit of play, which I noticed right away by the tires anyway. So it's got an electric pusher fan. I don't know if that's factory or not. Big transmission cooler in there. Windows are already tinted, kind of have that purple tinge to them, so we'll probably change that up. But yeah, the main body itself is really good. There's a dent on the box side here somewhere. The tailgate, of course, it's got the fifth wheel damage, so we'll find a tailgate. Oh yeah, right here, small dent. So on the main body, there's that, and a hood dent, which we'll get the paintless dent guy to come and straighten these out a little bit. And then when we paint it, it'll be good. So here we are, just gonna get the plates swapped out and we'll see you on the road. So yeah, anyway, was having some trouble with the GoPro shutting off. So just in the 96 Chevy dually, 1 ton. We just bought for $7,900. Really nice guy. Seems like a really nice family. Yeah, it's everything and more than they said it was. So we are going to get on the road. Chandel's ahead of me. We're going to head to IKEA. Normally I just buy whatever stuff for Mother's Day, usually gift cards to go to a spa or this, that, or the other thing, which she can just do on her own. I mentioned maybe going to IKEA as I seen it on the way here. Thought, hey, wouldn't it be fun to go there and just let her kind of buy any of the stuff she'd want for around the house to kind of dress up the new house. We haven't done anything. It'll be 3 years since this August, since we bought the house that we're in. We haven't done anything with kind of decorating. She's just been kind of the odd thing here and there when Nikki and her go out to Winners. They buy the odd things. The truck, like I said, is looking good. It's all and more what they said it was. So he says everything works. So we'll see as we go here. Oh, I just need to put navigation on, figure out where to get to, call it IKEA. Okay, 2-wheel. Goes into gear, no problem. Let's get out of here. Oh, there is a vehicle coming down. Some pretty narrow streets here, so yeah, definitely need CarPlay nowadays, otherwise you're gonna get yourself in trouble real quick.
Turn left.
Anyway, yeah, this truck feels good already, and of course I haven't gone anywhere and I haven't gone fast, but it's got the power seat. Had to lower that down a little and adjust it. It's got quite the overhead console here. No free sunglasses. I think it's like a tissue holder. ABS light is on, which I would be surprised if it wasn't. There's a garage door opener spot, which is kind of neat. They got the hole you can push up on. Yeah. Of course, we need to cross 2 lanes of traffic here. I got a fast flashing signal, so I don't know if I have a signal out or if it's just mismatched bulbs or like LEDs or anything. I guess I should have checked that. He did say everything worked, but I should have checked. Especially driving over here, if there was any bulb issues. Brakes feel great. Didn't get any free fuel. We're below quarter tank, so we'll be getting fuel around the Costco area. I think Bronco needs some fuel too. I've only filled it up once since I got it. We've got great oil pressure. It's not heating up fast or anything. We have 14 or just a hair under 14 volts. It's definitely got exhaust leaks, but we'll be putting some nice exhaust on it, so we don't have to worry about that. So far the front end doesn't feel clunky and bangy. I like the tire edge wear is a problem. And I don't think the speedometer is correct. It says we're doing 80 kilometers an hour right now, and we're barely moving, so I'm not sure what could be wrong there. 60, yeah, something's definitely goofy with the speedometer. Look into that. If that was correct, the odometer, like if it was always like this, the odometer would be right out to lunch because you'd put on 100,000 miles a month. But yeah, I'm barely rolling in it. It was up to like 10 already, so not sure. It says we're doing 20 already, 30, 40 kilometers an hour, 50 kilometers an hour. I don't think that's right. So something's goofy there, but the transmission seems to shift fine. So, and it is a 4-speed, so it'll be a 4L80E, which requires speed input to work. But we'll look into that. I'll run my GPS speedo when we get on the highway later. Not that we can run real fast right now anyway. All right, well, I don't think we need to record much more footage real time. Just driving through Vancouver, so we will see you at the next time it makes sense to film.
Green light, let's get it. 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 I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10. Hello, I'm Himothy. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy. I know they do. I know they envy me.
We just stopped to get some fuel. Give you a better look at this thing. Now it's parked in the trees on the side of the road. So far, so good. I'm wondering if these tires are really small for being a 4-wheel drive. Like if somebody's actually lowered this. Like it looks way too low for 4-wheel. So maybe that's why the speedo's out. It doesn't explain the RPM, but like it does look really low for 2-wheel or 4-wheel drive, sorry. So, oh yeah, it has lowering shackles in the back, for sure. Yeah. So it's got lowering shackles in the rear. So yeah, it's probably been lowered, which makes sense. And then they put the smaller two-wheel drive tires and wheels on it maybe. So otherwise, yeah, needs some work, but it's a pretty solid truck for $7,900. So yeah, so far so good. Just filled her up with fuel. And gonna get onto the highway here pretty quick. So I discovered while we were out getting fuel, I was videoing it with my iPhone, and the speedometer issue is most likely due to this four-wheel drive has been lowered. I'm not sure how much, but I did see it's got a long shackle in the rear going upward. So somebody's lowered it and most likely put like two-wheel drive sized tires and wheels on it. Not the end of the world. It does look good. I'm not against it being low. It's not like I'm taking it four-wheeling or off-roading. The most I might ever do is tow my boat to the river, which is the beauty of it being four-wheel drive. Just noticed that, so obviously when we get to the shop Monday or so, we're probably gonna get it on the hoist and start looking into it a little more, and we'll see if it's got cut front springs or lowering springs or, oh no, it's four-wheel drive, it's torsion bars, so sorry about the directions here. Hope I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, being four-wheel drive, I don't know why I was thinking it's not coils, it's gonna be torsion bars. So I bet you they backed the torsion bars off completely and threw some shackles in the rear and dropped it a couple inches and then put smaller tires and wheels. So we can do a couple things. We can put factory shackles back in it and raise the torsion bars, or just keep it low. I don't know. Tires would be cheaper if they're small. So yeah, anyway, just merging on here. Bit of an update. And this is the amount of play in the steering. Pretty typical of these. But yeah, back to the speedo right now, and speedometer and TAC is saying I'm doing 3,500 RPM and 118 kilometers an hour when I'm probably not even doing 90. So definitely some weirdness there. It'd just be funny to know how long it's had these tires and wheels on it, because it would actually have that much less mileage than the 260 if that's the case. I'm gonna chug along here and get to Costco, IKEA, and see if we can find anything for Chandelle there. Yeah, I gave it some gas to get going there. It says we're now doing 120. To pop open my, okay, so we're currently doing 78 kilometers an hour GPS, and we're doing 113 on the truck. So 80 right now, 114 roughly. So she's definitely out by 30 some odd kilometers an hour. And again, it's saying 3,600 RPM right now, so clearly not. But anyway, not the end of the world. We'll figure out why and get her straightened out. Crap, I was worried about the rain. I tried the wipers and there's literally no blade on the driver's side. It's just the rubber backing. When we were at the gas station, I looked to see if they had blades there, and they didn't, of course, because 2025, who buys wiper blades on the road these days? So it's gonna be a little tough to see in the rain here, but maybe I'll see when we get to IKEA if there's a parts store nearby and get some blades for this thing. Or at least swap them. The passenger one is working. Little update, just sitting at a light waiting to turn left onto Brunette, and fired up the AC. It was getting a little warm in here, not crazy, but it was like perfect time to try it. And as advertised, it works perfectly fine. I was also playing around a little bit. Checked the ashtray. The ashtray's never been used. Also pulled out the lighter. Not sure if you can see that. Never been a cigarette on that. So it does smell a little musty in here, like it maybe hasn't been wet, but other than that, it doesn't smell like smoke, which is a huge bonus because it's hard to get rid of that. So yeah, other than that, I think the only thing that's been done to the inside of this thing is he's got a Sirius satellite radio mount on the dash that we'll obviously remove, and we'll be putting in a modern stereo in here, more so for hands-free capability, hands-free calling and navigation. Yeah, super impressed at this thing so far. The brakes work, like nice solid pedal and everything, but there's definitely like warped rotor feel. So not sure if ride the brakes on hills or whatever, but supposedly he's done a bunch of brake work. But when I get on the brakes doing around 100, it shakes, and it definitely has a pull, whether that's to do with the alignment or tires or a bad brake hose or anything. I haven't really played hard on it. These trucks are notorious for rotting brake lines between the gas tank and frame rail.
Take a slight
so I'm trying to be as gentle with this as I can until we inspect everything. I don't suspect any major rusting issues under there, but based on the looks of it, it looks like it just stayed in Vancouver most of its life and stayed pretty clean. So Anyway, just thought it was cool. Those couple little things. It has car mirrors on it. Well, car or two-wheel drive truck mirrors. Even the one that we have, the 2500 extended cab, two-wheel drive, we put tow mirrors on. We put tow mirrors on this thing like right away. Weird not having a backup camera, to be honest. A tight spot. So I'm going to get out, make sure I'm not going to hit anything. I don't want to add to the damage here. Yeah, I'm good to go back a little further. That's probably about as far as I should go. Trying to figure out what colors she wants. Yeah. How's it look with the white? Well, that's the same color couch right there. The couches are white. Yeah, well, they have the covers on them right now, but no, I'm the one standing here in the way. That's your choice for now. Well, I guess you can pick something more if you see something different.
I can always try that.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder what size picture frames we need for Oscar's or his licensings or whatever. Certificates 8x10, isn't that a normal page sizes? Yeah. That we should definitely get some of too.
Yeah, like
So they're here.
Deal.
So, and see the shoe things? They're $20, these here.
Yeah.
Little shelves.
Or does this come with it? Is that what that shelf is?
I don't know.
What is this?
If that's, yeah, that's those. You just build them.
Oh, okay.
That's the basket to build.
Gotcha.
All right. We've made it out of the store with a buggy full. Now we just gotta look for some shelves, I guess, on the way out of here. So here's the 4x4. Okay, so here's the 2x4 black brown that we want. My design was to have two of those and fill the corner with a 2x2, which it doesn't appear that they make. I swear they make 2 cubes. Yeah, I didn't see any like advertised either. No, I guess they don't make it just a 2 square. But like I said, we need another cart. I'm not gonna fit those on here. Okay, let's see what we can find. Okay, we're all
Starting route to
done in IKEA. Gonna head to the shop. Out of here. Definitely doesn't turn as sharp as my dually. 450 has that wide front end and turning radius.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm a fan. 10. Hello, I'm Himothy. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy.
All right, cruise control works. My feet off and check it out. Like I was saying earlier, so it says we're doing 150 kilometers an hour and what's that, 4750 for RPM. We're doing 106 and I can barely hear the engine. It's like it's at an idle. But yeah, I could barely read the numbers on here, or letters, so I couldn't remember how to get the speed or the cruise to work, but I did get it to work. Yeah, starting to maybe not believe as much on the mileage, because if it only had 261, I don't know, like the wiper switches wore off, the window switches are pretty wore off, but the radio isn't, so I don't know. Maybe just this guy used the switches a lot, I don't know. Like it's, or were these vehicles bad for, wearing this stuff off? Maybe you guys can tell me. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the other truck, because the truck we have at the shop has 160, I believe. Maybe more now, because we've driven it for a couple of years. Anyway, yeah, maybe it's common for this stuff to wear off on the paint, because everything else seems solid. Like this thing, we're cruising at, well, 97 now, but like it's amazing. Like, yeah, we have to play in the steering, so that's obvious. But like, it is literally nicer to drive right now than my F450. My F450 is like pretty much brand new, and this thing has like no road noise, no rattles, no shakes until you hit the brakes. But you know, like, and of course the steering's a little goofy right now, but granted, my 450 is a heavier duty truck. It's running 24-inch wheels and 37-inch basically mud terrain tires, so of course it's not going to drive that great. But this thing is old. It's a 96 and smooth, but Chevy was known for having that ride. That's why everyone loves these trucks, right? So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if that mileage is right. Maybe the dash has been changed. Maybe it is right. Who knows how long it's been lowered with the speedometer being out like 40 kilometers an hour, which would make that mileage even better, because it would be less if it was like lowered with tiny wheels for most of its life. But who knows? Anyway, it's a cool truck. So far so good. See if I can get her back to Chilliwack without any problems. Here it is, back at the shop. Got it at the hot rod shop. Parked next to our other one. Talked about the other one in the shop, or in the video on the way here, I believe. But anyway, that's the other one. So now we have the crew cab dually 4x4, and we have the 2500 extended cab two-wheel drive. This one's got 179,000 kilometers on it. So matching interior. Oh no, this interior is a little different. I believe the interior in that truck's got like a cross pattern here. But same body style, kind of same headlights. So both of these trucks painted black one day would be cool. Yeah, this one obviously needs tailgates and some fiberglass work, but it's a lot of truck for the money. It's gonna do well for us. The tow rig. And we just gotta order up a set of these mirrors. Trucks are pretty much useless without them. I would say this truck probably had tow mirrors, but when they lowered, whoever lowered it and put these Alcoa wheels on it and stuff, probably just wanted to sport it out a little and put sport mirrors on it. I think it's going to be a cool shop truck for $7,900 Canadian. Like, how could you go wrong? That's pretty awesome.